Hello there. It is You Know Who, Inspirational Eve. And today I wanted to send a special message to only my Inspiration Station subscribers because I wanted to thank you for your loyalty for opening these emails and not just opening them, but actually reading them. And I'm going to be unleashing something, launching something here shortly. And as part of my subscription base, I wanted you to get a firsthand look and the first opportunity to experience it. And that is going to be the Self Love subscription series. So rather than just write a big long thing about it, I figured I'd talk about it and actually give you a taste and an actual feel of what on earth am I talking about. If you've been following me for a while now, you know I love me some self-love. I'm talking about self-love all the time. And it's sometimes a duality for people because they initially are attracted to Inspirational Eve because of my weight loss story or my wellness journey. But then I start talking to you about self-love and self-care and going in, and you're like, whoa, 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 I just wanted to lose some fat. And being a long-term weight loss maintainer of over 6 years now, I know firsthand that it is so much more to do than just what you're eating and how often you're moving. That plays a really big part into your level of success, but that's not the only piece of the puzzle. And for me, my healing, my real release of mental, emotional, and physical baggage came from a journey of self-love, which did not come from a place of, oh, I love myself, I'm so great. It came from self-hatred. It came from self-sabotaging. It came from a very dark place in some of the most difficult moments of my life. And so what the Self-Love subscription series, it's actually offering you the opportunity to experience my live workshops, but in the comforts of your own home. So kind of like a magazine subscription, but it's weekly. You get something weekly, a new workshop every single Monday. Everything, and I've done workshops all across the board, having worked with Tony Robbins, being a neurolinguistic programmer, being a spiritual teacher and a spiritual seeker and a self-love scholar. I bring a lot of different modalities to the table. So we, with self-love, under the umbrella of self-love in these workshops, we explore everything from color healing to chakras to mirror healing to how to fill up your cup to holiday themes. So in these next coming weeks, Halloween's coming, then Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. And I like to cater to the season, and I like to cater to the challenges or the celebrations that may be happening within your life. So the first couple, if you were to sign up now, the first couple self-loves are going to be about being haunted by the past, woo, and healing your inner child. We're also in the month of November, probably one of the most popular workshops I ever did was Truth About Gratitude. We're going to be exploring that. We're going to be exploring what am I really stuffing. We're all going to be stuffing turkeys here in November, and I want us to kind of explore what am I stuffing and what am I really hungry for. So every single week it's going to be a different theme. You'll get the video, you'll get the audio, and you get a little bit of a worksheet. You also get the infamous self-love permission slip, which for those who come to my live workshops, that's one of the most fun we have is with the permission slips. As a neurolinguistic programmer, I know the benefit of speaking to the conscious as well as the unconscious mind as a way to really facilitate the transformation. So today, I'm going to just give you a very quick taste and a feel, like I said, of one of the self-loves. And they're normally an hour long. Today is only going to be about 5 minutes. And the first one that I'm launching is Haunted by the Past. So what's great is as part of these workshops, you get a PDF of the handout. It's going to include questions for you to work along with, because here's the thing, if we don't put in the work, there ain't gonna be no transformation. Let me tell you firsthand. There's also going to usually be some sort of acronym, because I'm a big, big fan of the acronyms. And there's also going to be sometimes a meditation, depending on what the theme is. Sometimes there'll be additional tools that I'll be sending you. And then, of course, there's your trusty permission slip. And so with regards to Haunted by the Past, at the very top of the worksheet, it states, you can't write the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the haunting of the last. And for so many, if you're carrying weight, if you're carrying low self-esteem, if you're carrying illness, if you're carrying just some type of baggage in on your heart, on your mind, on your body, it is because there is a pattern that is looping. There is a belief system that is looping that you're carrying with you. And a lot of these beliefs that we have about ourselves actually aren't what we believe. They've been programmed there. So as part of what we explore through different self-love workshops is how do we reverse this programming? Because you, if you're watching this and you subscribe to me, you're probably loving the self-help stuff. And you love all these things that talk about how to benefit your life. Let's change our lives. And some of them tell you how, but a lot of them aren't realistic or practical, or they don't even apply to your life. And as part of self-love, we're talking about the self. Yourself, myself. So it has to be realistic for you and it has to be on your terms. So we meet ourselves exactly where we are with new tools. Some of them may not be new for some of you, but with a different mindset of what if this time could be different? You probably, if you've been following me for a while, you know that that is the number one phrase of my life. That is the phrase that transformed my life in May of 2010. That small voice inside me that said, what if this time could be different? So I ask you to be open. Anytime you come to a workshop like this, anytime that I present a workshop like this, I ask you to be open to the possibility that this time could be different. That this information could, not going to say that it exactly will, but that it could resonate with you because you're in a different space in your life and you're ready. You're hungry for something different. As parts of self-love, usually I'll have you define what that means to you. We'll kind of explore what that looks like because for some they're like, does that mean pleasing myself? Does that mean I'm a narcissist? What does this mean? So we explore that. But my first question for you, that is the first question on this worksheet, is what is haunting you? What is haunting you? Is it bills? Is it agendas? Is it that to-do list? Is it a spouse? Is it a loved one? Is it a conversation you're dreading having? Is it something from your past? Is it an experience? Is it a word? What is haunting you? Because in so much of our life, we are told to look away when things are uncomfortable. And I tell you to look a little longer. Just look. I'm not asking you to jump. I'm not even asking you to engage in it. I'm asking you to take a look at the parts of yourself that may make you a little uncomfortable. Because from that place, not only does it stretch us, not only does it maybe challenge where we are in our life, but it allows us the opportunity to witness something in our life and decide, is this going to be my truth or am I going to create a new truth? This is empowerment. And I think that that's a piece, especially in the spiritual community. And I want to knock a lot of the spiritual teachers because I love them and I follow them. And I'm all like, woo, yeah, transformation. But I feel what a lot of them are skipping over or maybe just not sharing is there is power in the pain. There is power in the ickiness, in the grossness, in the things that we're like, I don't want to talk about the time I was abused. I don't want to talk about the time I failed. It already happened. I'm dealing with it. I've overcome it. And maybe some have. But if you still feel energy, if it still comes to mind, chances are there's something still left to release. And when we can acknowledge it and begin to accept a new truth, we can then release it. And then we can be that next level of who we want to be. So what has been haunting you? As part of your self-love series, we have the permission slips. And how this is structured is I strongly suggest that when you subscribe to this and you get the worksheets to print them out. They're usually not very long. They're anywhere from 2 to 4 pages. And 4 is usually like if I have a lot of content I just want you to have. Because there are certain topics that I want to educate you on. And then there's others that I want to take you through. So like this one, Haunted from the Past, when you actually go through the full workshop, we go through a 10 to 15 minute meditation. Because so much of life we already have the answer for. We just need to sit still with it. So as part of this, we do the permission slip. So that's why I want you to print it out, just because I like you to state your name. A lot of times there'll be something I'm specifically asking you of, what are you releasing? What are you attracting? What are you wanting to manifest? So I want it to be very intentional. And then at the bottom, you sign it and you date it, because this is you telling your unconsciousness. This is you telling the divine, the sources, God, whatever you want to call it, that this is where I'm going. This is my intention. This is where my focus is now going. Excuse me, and then we will read it out loud together. So even though you're not here with me, I do ask that you read it to me. And I will read you this one. Every single permission slip is a little different. I custom tailor it to whatever the theme is, and neurologically what I want us to be working through and what I want us to start reprogramming in our brain. So this one, I will state my name and what I'm releasing. I, Eve, give myself permission today to release the fact that it is not possible. I am ready. This release is cleansing. This cleansing gives me power and more energy to thrive. I am ready for the success on the other side of it. It is safe, and it is time to let go of what does not support my highest good. I am taking me back. And so it is. And then from there, usually I will talk to you a little bit more about whatever the theme is going on. I will tell you different teachings. I will give you different tools and tips. I always welcome questions, so you can always respond back to emails. I send little surveys out every once in a while, so if you so choose to complete one of those, that helps me to understand what is working and what do you need more help with. So with this one, we would go a little bit more into this concept of being haunted by the past, and what does that mean? How is it manifesting in our body? How is it manifesting in other areas of our life? So maybe something in relationships is haunting you, and maybe you don't realize this yet, but a lot of times, whatever is happening in one area, it's perpetuating in multiple areas of our life. Whatever we resist persists. And even the greatest teachers, even the most acclaimed human beings, can sometimes, have this happen. And why it is so important to me to not only just work through all of this in my life for myself, but to help others, is because I really, truly believe that when we are willing, like I was talking about earlier, when we're willing to look at the parts of our life that may make us a little bit uncomfortable, we begin to transform. And we can then be at choice. We can be at cause of our life rather than it being at the effect. So even the latest and the greatest of those are people out there that you may admire are human. They make mistakes. They fart. They fall on their face. So this is a very accelerated version of what I normally do. So you didn't even really get the fun acronym of FACT and what it stands for, and you didn't get the benefit of going through the meditation or getting the benefit of asking the other questions to yourself, answering the questions that I posed to you, and also getting to hear about what is the next themes. So I invite you to give it a try. So I've given you this taste and this feel. You're like, okay, that's cool, but like, how much is it? And normally my workshops are anywhere from $20 to $35 a piece. So it can get a little pricey if you want to be engaging this every single week. I wanted this subscription to be realistic. So for 4 videos, 4 audios, and your 4 different worksheets, 4 different themes a month, it's only $40 a month. And it's month to month. So you're not going to be auto billed. You just, let me know that you are done with this and you're taken off. So it's nothing that you're scammed into. I don't spam you. I don't even eat spam, so I certainly wouldn't spam you. But if this time is going to be different in your life, if you want to finally go after full tilt boogie, go after what you want, sometimes we need a little bit of help. Even as somebody who is seen as a weight loss expert, as somebody who is pretty well known in the spiritual weight loss world, asks for help all the time. I have mentors for different things, for business. I have certain people I talk to about relationships. Certain people I just like to have space held for me, because there's nothing wrong with that. Because sometimes you do need a little bit of help, and sometimes you do need some space held just to hear yourself talk. So I invite you to give this a try for $40. For $40, that's given up on Starbucks maybe a couple times a month. Maybe not going out once per month, just to invest in yourself. Yes, it is the holiday season, but you're worth it. You deserve to have the quality of life that you desire. You deserve to make this time different. And I don't just say this to you from please subscribe standpoint. I say this to you as somebody who not only was 340 pounds and addicted to drugs, but somebody who had a fire that was burning within me, and I had no idea how to bring it to the world, how to let the world see it. And for you, for your self-love journey, this is an opportunity for you to explore this. So if you're interested, Down below, you will see where all of the fun deets on how to sign up for this and how to get going. So thank you. This has been 15 minutes of fun, and I look forward to joining you on this journey of self-love.